Okay, both runners are in.
We'll do it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they should be off. Let's get ready for an exciting race, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, very exciting here. Should be going any second now. Going to City Escape, I don't expect to see a skip attempt from Pippi. From Zethor, though, I'm actually unsure. I could see him going for it, I could see him not. I am really not sure. I don't see him do many hero runs. Okay, looks like we're syncing the screens real quick. Both runners off to a good start off the first ramp. Yeah, I'm not sure about Zethor's Cityscape. I don't really know if he plays the stage a lot. Pippi, I expect maybe a low 210 about. He was saving some time over a missed CE skip attempt by just not attempting it. About 2-3 seconds.
Zethor off to a pretty clean start here.
Yeah, about 38 check if he would hit it.
Oh, looks like he did try to go for pauseless CE, but didn't quite get it.
Yeah, and Pippi opting to not go for it. Way faster to go down the hills here. Zethor having to pop up in the air takes a few seconds.
Ooh, and Pippi misses getting on that rail. It's going to cost him just a little bit of time.
Yeah, it's a lot of Skipple Cityscape with small optimizations. Lots of things can go wrong in the stage. It is one of the longer ones for Sonic for sure. It's just micro optimizations pretty much. Good job jumping over the springs for both players. Zethor did it like the absolute last second. Very nice. Coming up on truck section here. Both runners expected it's a truck room. 138 going to truck section's not bad for Zethor, and 140 for Pippi, not bad either. Trouble sticking in here.
Yeah. A little bit of trouble staying on the ground for Zethor. Pippi not having quite as much trouble.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Zethor's popped up in almost every hole there. Pippi did a pretty decent job staying down.
We'll close the gap a little bit, and both runners close off with a decent sub 210 skipless City Escape. 204 for Zethor and 207 for Pippi.
Yeah, 204 is pretty solid with a City Escape attempt, and 207, not bad. I think that beats Pippi's time in the last race he did against Blug. Now for Bigfoot, I know Pippi is a front boxer. I'm not sure about Zethor. I'd assume he'd be a front boxer too. Definitely faster, but you do run the risk of messing it up and losing what could be lots of time.
Looks like Pippi contemplated going for reset, and Zethor's doing backbox. Interesting strat.
Yeah, very interesting. I can imagine Zethor's not very experienced with those bosses being an ILer, but backbox is very safe. Smart play. And Pippi nailing front box, so this really evens out the race here.
Oh, and they are just 0.2 seconds apart from each other, fellas.
Wow, yeah, it really evens the race. So hunting is the thing that I expect Pippi to do a little better. Zethor doesn't do a lot of
there we go. Okay, alright. Zethor having trouble getting that first piece.
Yeah, 10 toes is a very good piece one for Pippi, and near 6 bellies is a nice good piece one. Pippi not getting the best piece 2 and 3 there. Not great, but not horrible. Zethor here dying after grabbing the piece. Let's see if this pays off. No, it doesn't look like it. It's very hard to grab that piece without getting hit. But he's not getting a terrible sandy path here. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, this is perfect.
That'll only put them 4 seconds apart. Not bad at all.
Yeah, that death to grab piece was not very slow. Could have been a lot worse if he got a further piece. Now,
Prison fans in chat.
Now, Prison Lane's a stage. I do know Zethor loves his mech movement. I think it's a stage that he does play a good amount. Not sure story style or with the hover, but it is a stage that I know he is pretty fond of, being a fan of the mech movement, like I said 1,000 times. Cleaning up Eggman 1 with the 12 here, very nice.
Both of them cleaning up with a 12. Not bad at all. It can be difficult to stay sub 13.
Yes, for sure. Good starts from both players here. Well, could be struggling to get the lockdown a little bit, so we're not going to waste too much time, but it's very annoying.
Could be slowing down, playing it safe on that elevator.
Yeah, that elevator can be very finicky. Playing it safe there is a good one.
Ooh, getting shot off first gate hop. You hate to see it, folks.
Yeah.
Ooh, Zethor's suffering the same fate.
Not great, yeah. I do think Zethor will be a little ahead, seeing that he did get a, I believe it was like a 26 check. Pippi got a 31, so should be a little ahead here, but that is very frustrating for both runners from this game out. Okay, both runners got the lock on through the wall in the elevator section, very nice. Could be, ooh, missing the shot there. It could be really annoying sometimes. It's kind of inconsistent whether he gets it or not.
Just gonna let Zethor catch up that much closer to him.
Yeah, oh, and especially get a shot there. It could be difficult to avoid that bullet if you don't jump right away.
Yeah, Zethor's definitely pulling ahead of Pippi here, it seems.
Yeah, looks like it. I got a 128 check as opposed to Pippi's, was it 140, I think, that's it. And 142 from Zethor, nice time, especially considering he missed first gate hop.
The mid 150 prison lane from Pippi. Oof.
Yeah, not great. I'm sure he expects a little bit better than that, but it could have went a lot worse. Not horrible, just not great.
Absolutely. But the lead is not far, and they're both entering Metal Harbor now. Will the endless kill plane be cruel, or will they make it through safely?
Yeah, an early run killer, early race under, I guess. Tough stage.
Zethor with the failed attempt under loop. But gotta give him kudos for trying.
Yeah, for sure.
No, Pippi!
No. You hate to see it. The early death in Metal Harbor. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's super frustrating.
Zethor almost falling off, missing the upgrade, but saved himself.
Yeah, not dying there is very important. Second try here, Pippi does nail it. Good pops there. And okay, everything's on track. 22 upgrade, not bad.
So Zethor's going for birthday skip.
Okay, 57 check there. It's not great, not terrible. Just putting him at a 130 pace. Yeah, about. Maybe a little worse than that. Good rocket grab down.
Pippi also going for the same movement. Let's go.
And another 57 check. Wow, looks like they're on about the same pace. Screwing that death. Huh, okay. It looks like Pippi went for the other side of the rocket to jump off of. Did look a little safer, a little slower.
Shouldn't be much time loss either way, and I'm sure most runners prefer a little consistency over an extra second or two of speed there.
Yes, especially in a race setting here. 132 from Zethor, not a bad time at all. And let's do the same from Pippi. Nice. 132, not a bad time. Because of that death, 22 seconds behind. Maybe he was a little more behind entering Metal Harbor, but he isn't too far behind considering dying.
I found you. Vader.
Look at the chat, Liam.
Looks like we have many Chungus fans in chat.
Love to see it.
We'd love to see it.
Okay, let's see how Zethor does in Shadow 1. First hit good, second good.
You're comparing yourself to me?
Okay. 15, not horrible. I don't think he plays that fight very much, but not bad.
There's no time to play games. You won't even get the chance. I'm the
With clean
coolest.
sword first hit, clean homing attack second hit, and a clean follow with the third hit, getting an 11 shadow.
You know who I
Oh,
am.
very nice. Yeah. It's that micro time save right there. That's going to help him a lot in this race, considering how it's going to be pretty close.
Gotta do everything you can to get the Gert.
What are you doing? Hurry and get back
I
here.
want to see nothing but chunguses for the rest of this race. You guys hear that?
Blows up.
Please keep it that way.
Looks like Zethor's off to a good start in Green Forest, not wasting much time. Ooh, but missing that speed pad, it's gonna lose him just a couple seconds here.
Yeah, it could be a little awkward to get that speed pad with the robot in your way there. 15 check is not bad though.
Not at all. Ooh,
Same thing
Pippi
happening to 50. Yeah.
a lot of parallel stuff happening going on in these races here.
Yeah, if Pippi hadn't died in Metal Harbor, this would be pretty much neck and neck, I'd say.
Ooh.
Oh, both
I
runners
hate it when
flying
that
up.
happens.
Yeah, it's very inconsistent where that happens, and that's extremely frustrating.
Makes it much harder to get that more optimal loop skip. But Pippi plays it safe with the safer loop skip. And has no struggles with this tunnel here. As it looks like they're both coming up the same section, and Zethor homing attack between two enemies. You hate to see it, folks.
Oh, yeah, that's super annoying. And it happens very frequently, especially for someone who doesn't play the stage much, I don't think. It could be really annoying to avoid that.
If you homing attack right in between two enemies, Sonic will just be like, round this one. So, gotta be very careful where you choose to make those homing attacks.
For sure. Looks like Pippi gets on the tree a little faster for 122 check also. That is a lot better than Zethor, who misses bungee skip, opting to go around. Going around is very slow here. You could probably get second or third try bungee skip and save a good amount of time still. But yeah, it is safe.
It is
Ooh,
definitely
speed
safe.
shoes. Speed shoes here don't really help much, but yeah, speed shoes.
Yes.
Pippi closes it out with a solid Green Forest, 149, and 8:59 on the timer coming out of Green Forest. That will put Pippi in the lead, as Zethor closes out with a 2:16, 9:05 on
No
the clock.
problem.
Yeah, great execution from Pippi here, closing the gap here. He probably entered Green Forest about, was like 20 to 15 seconds behind, and now he's ahead by 6. Not bad.
I petitioned to the Sonic Speedrun community that we add Chowbra as an emote.
This place sure feels haunted. There's no time to lose. I have to hurry and find the Master Emerald.
Okay, let's see how Pippi's Pumpkin Hill goes. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than the one he did in his last race. It was very unfortunate, the set he got.
Skull marks the spot. That could be a really confusing piece because it doesn't show up so often.
Yeah, it's not a great piece 1. And Scramble for the Emeralds was that, that's a good piece 1. I like to see that one. Not great piece 2s from either player here. Better position for Zethor for sure. Person you're waiting for is not what you want though, as a piece 2. Definitely not.
Not unless you get something from Stuffed Nose or Sad Eye.
Yeah, that is really hard when that happens.
Pippi, why are you going down? Interesting choice.
Ooh,
When you do
both
something
runners getting
bad,
this piece. Ooh, second try for Zethor, not good. And second try for Pippi. Wow, yeah, this piece is just really annoying to get. Nobody likes to see it come up. And kind of evens out that both runners got a second try, but that's very unfortunate.
that will put Pippi slightly behind by 5 seconds, as Zethor finishes with a 50-second Pumpkin Hill at 9:56 on the clock, and Pippi finishes with a 102 Pumpkin Hill
Yeah,
with a
this
10:01
is
on the clock.
perfect.
Now, who will catch Zero Cycle? And who will hear loud engine airplane noises?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very important page here. A death in Mission Street. Well, you don't see it a lot. It's very, very easy to do. We saw it with Blues and Hillbillies earlier today. It is just so easy to do, and checkpoints in the stage are very spread out, so it's really unfortunate when that happens. This could easily change the tide of the fight right now.
little awkward camera from Zethor.
Nice white hop though. And ooh, that's gonna mess up his cycle here, missing that pause hover. Oh, he still gets it. Wow, 2 nice pause hovers in a row, and Pippi's on cycle too. Wow, both of them got weight hop and the cycle here at starting. Very nice. Very clean movement from Zethor, getting pause hover over this. Pippi with some struggles. Yeah. That's a tough pause hover to get sometimes because you're turning at an angle and then you gotta pause hover right after that.
Funny enough, when Sonic Speedrun community rated Matt Stoney the other night, I saw him do it pauseless. Zethor!
Oof. Like I said, it's all too easy to die on the stage and all too painful. That is a very bad death. It's gonna cost you about, say, like 30-40 seconds. As Pippi cleanly gets,
The match go through the back cycle, which is probably first cycle if it, yeah.
Yeah, probably first cycle right there. So not bad. 139 check. Not terrible. Zethor's coming up on take 2 of weight hop. We'll see if he gets it. Clean box break. There we go. And it's very common for runners to rush that hop off the weight to see if they can make the cycle, because it would have been tight for Zethor. I understand why he'd want to rush it, but definitely didn't pay off for him as he died.
I'd say Mission Street can be one of the most unforgiving tail stages.
Oh yes, for sure, for sure. There's like, what is it, like 4 checkpoints in the stage, 3. It's very unforgiving if you die. Very race unfriendly too. 219 for Pippi. That's a very nice time.
That was a little tough.
You could argue that Mission Street and Hero Story for Tails is kind of like Sand Ocean for Eggman, based on the fact you have to catch cycles.
Yeah, both cycle-based mech stages that involve upgrades. Yeah, a lot of parallels can be joined. They're both easy run killers for very simple errors. Even if you don't go for sandy walk-ins. Yeah, lots of parallels can be drawn between the 2 stages.
I will say though, in comparison to Sand Ocean, this is basically Weenie Hut Juniors.
True. Guarding the switch piece 1, very nice to see here. And entry to Basoof, not great. He's not moving back and forward either, so it's gonna be a bit of a slow set.
Ooh.
Hard to see 3 fans.
Himself.
Yeah, hard to see 3 fans for Zethor because he is a 4x3 player for some reason.
Opts to take a hit before resetting. That's going to lose a little bit of time. Doesn't go for top room. Oh, it does. Okay.
I'm not sure if Zethor plays the stage a lot. It was kind of good that he took the hit there because this isn't a bad piece 1, and it's not an awful piece 1, but he would have just restarted if he was going off the pings from where he spawned. Zethor? There we go. Yeah, there's the grab.
He finishes with a solid 59.
Yeah, not a bad time.
This is perfect.
Set wasn't great. Speaking of not great sets, this is not what you want to see here. No free pieces. Yeah, this is going to be a very bad set here.
As we come to bootleg Mario Kart.
Yeah, Yanni loves to say the bootleg Mario Kart. Stair-shaped brick room. This is about the worst you can get here. Not a great piece 1. It's a ghost room into stair-shaped brick room. Not great at all. Zethor, though, in practice for the sign club there, he is the former world record holder of Aquatic Mine M2, and it was not long ago, so I'm sure that helped him a lot there with the sign club. That could be finicky sometimes. Looks like Pippi's about... I didn't catch his exiting Aquatic Mine time, but I'd imagine it'd be like about 20 seconds ahead of Zethor. About that. Static seems to agree that he effortlessly can flip out there because of ILers. I'm sure he practices that when it's on. Not sure about Route 101 man. I don't think he ILs the stage a good amount. It's not a stage that is practiced very often for runners, seeing that you only lose not much time if you mess up, and it's a very annoying stage to practice. Hurts your thumb, very long stage. very unoptimized for a lot of runners.
Tails, did you find the president?
One thing that can confuse a lot of people is that, or rather, I should say, one thing that a lot of people don't know is that you don't have to actually shake the left stick left and right super fast while playing this stage. You can take a little more time.
Yeah, for sure. You just need to be able to drift the whole stage, retain the boost speed. Yeah, avoid crashing to walls here, as Pippi does do that, but he had the boost on standby, so he's able to speed up right after that. Looks like Zethor's on decent pace. He does not have a boost coming up to this turn, which is going to cost him a lot of time because he will lose all this speed after this.
Maybe he's got the boost but saved it, just in case he hit the car. Or maybe he was wanting to save it for the last little stretch here.
Yeah, having it for the last stretch here is incredibly important because it's just so much straight driving. You want to be at the max speed. Oh, Pippi's coming across with a pretty decent time, I'd say. I couldn't really read his times on the top right and left because it's very pixelated on the Discord stream. But a 220, not awful. Better than what he got today. I'm sure he'll take that. Zethor approaching the end here, having the boost right there, very nice, because you always want to boost after going uphill, you lose a lot of your speed. Should be on pace for maybe a sub 220.
Pippi's coming up to the stage that I like to call Pause Hover Central.
Yes. Hidden base, very similar to Mission Street. One simple error can cost you lots of time. It is a very tough stage, in my opinion the hardest stage in Hero Story. Yeah, it's I believe Pippi goes for Axel. So, oh wait, no, he goes for GC skip. Yeah.
Is it GC? Are we seeing GC? Bottom corner. No, it's GC. Oh, and he gets a clean GC as Zethor finds the president.
Yeah, very nice GC skip here. Pippi's hidden base in his last run. Very solid stage for him. One of the better ones for sure. Looks like a 228 from Zethor. Not what he wants to see. Or any runner wants to see, really. That's gonna cost
this
him
pause
time.
hover. Yeah, it's a little tricky. You don't actually need one there. It's a little more forgiving than people like to think.
Yes, you definitely do not need a pause over there. But I understand going for it in a race is very, very dangerous to die at that point, since there is no checkpoints that you hit at that point. So safe play. I recommend going for it in a race. It can be tough to hit though. Zethor going for Axel, it looks like, not bothering full hop. I'm not wanting to take a risk death. I'm sure you could do it. Yeah, it's a little safer, slower, but you shouldn't be too far behind Pippi, judging the fact that Pippi had to mess up the pause hover a few times. Both runners are, assuming everything goes right, I think Pippi will be ahead out of the hidden base, but not really by that much. Nice pause over there.
Ooh, Zethor led on the platform, not expecting it, and falls off.
Oh,
To see it, folks, all the way back here. Just 5 to 10 seconds before the final checkpoint, the second checkpoint. Oh.
those early deaths in hidden base are just awful. There's no checkpoints till about a minute into the stage. Early deaths are very easy to do.
That was easy.
And
Zethor
they cost you
tricycle
lots of time. Yeah, it's weird to see pull hop on the second attempt. Might be a little frustrated if his first attempt and he wants to get back a lot of that time. Pippi loading into Pyramid Cave.
Very good start to the tunnel section so far.
Yeah, this 13 check, not bad.
Ooh, the light dash.
Light dash. Not Pippi's friend there. Never really anyone's friend. Good pause over there from Zethor though, not having to go around and attempt the jump that he just died on. Sub 1 check is very nice. And a 34 upgrade from Pippi, not bad.
The super bounces there can be a little frustrating to pull off, especially because the path of rings sometimes makes you just light dash. And then sometimes you homing attack, and you'll get brought up there and set up a super bounce, and so it can be a little frustrating.
Yeah,
Pippi
it's
has a little
first
trouble
double
here.
skip, yeah.
Yeah.
No strict super bounce. Could be tough to get on multiple attempts too, because you'll be in a different position every time. But nice, second door clip first try. Another one that becomes harder the more you're forced to do it. Zethor having trouble shooting down the packs at the end there. Cost him a few seconds, but this is still a very solid hidden base. It's like a 153, not bad. Good recovery from that death.
Absolutely. Pippi is playing it safe here, opting not to go for snake skip, so just to play the route normally. Skipping a couple loops here and there.
Yeah, nice loop skips. Very nice non-snake skip route there. So it looks like Pippi's about, let's say, like a minute 20 ahead in Pyramid Cave, judging depending on how Zethor's goes. Good job landing on the rail. Could be very annoying to not land on that because there's lots of ghosts and ways to get hit there on the bottom.
Zethor has a clean start to Pyramid Cave as well, as Pippi does the final loop skip, bringing his time out to a 2:07.
Yeah, not bad, judging the fact that first door skip was very annoying for him, and the super bounce didn't work after grabbing the bounce bracelet.
With a clean 20 minutes on the clock for Pippi, as Zethor fails the spin dash hover. Oh no.
I don't know what he was doing pausing before that, but that is not a good death at all. Yeah, it's unfortunate. What a lot of runners do instead of going for the fast hover there, is they'll just jump, very safe. They went for the hover, and you can see the price he paid.
Pippi, the upgrade, Pippi!
The classic. I've done it plenty of times. It's very easy to do, especially if you practice the stage a lot and don't grab it. Did you catch this piece 1? I didn't see it.
Bugs defense.
Oof, not the piece you want to take here. Yeah, it's green room piece, not a good piece.
Zethor gets first try door escape here, but misses the rail, and seems to get a little frustrated and goes back to the top to take it, and bounces through it. Zethor.
Ooh. Missing that rail is very, very slow. You definitely don't want to miss it, and if you do, going back up is not a bad idea at all.
Pippi is struggling here a little bit to get to the Bug's defense area, but takes a death strat.
Green room death strat. Smart to grab the hint there, because it could be one of the close red blue path pieces, like huge black wall, or angry guy piece 2. Zethor going for snake skip.
With a
Wow.
very interesting setup.
Yeah, very high on the snake, wide angle. Just goes to show
jumps
that
on
snake skip. Snake is pretty forgiving with your angle, and yeah, very nice.
Looks like Pippi's coming up with the final piece here. At least it gets in red blue machine's path.
Yeah.
Zethor!
No! Zethor, no, not like this. And... oh man, that's just a terrible death to take. Very frustrating. And, oh, another!
No!
Zethor, don't go for snake skip. No.
This has to be his last attempt for it, because if he goes for it again and messes it up on his final life, then he'll be at game over here. But I think he's getting it. Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, another one at the high angle. Maybe finishing it from 144.
Who's there?
Not a great time. But yeah, I mean, he did take Bug's defense, and not a terrible time. He didn't get any death strat pieces.
Oh, it's because Zethor's going for the loop speed here, and that is a risky strat to take.
Zethor, please. That is very, very bad. It's going to dig him in a pretty deep hole here. And
he's
going
going
snake
for
skip
it.
with 0 lives.
Oh, no.
You hate to see
Zethor.
it. Man.
Do indeed hate to see it. That is going to let Pippi get a nice, solid, strong lead on Zethor.
Yeah, Pippi's ahead IGT and 2 stages. This is looking very bleak.
Pippi with the clean first cycle boom boom. Love to see it. Love to see it. You saw that he was struggling with that earlier in the tournament.
First cycle boom boo is just very good. It can get very bad out of hand if you keep messing it up. Very frustrating. It's nice that he got it.
And we're coming up for Pippi on what is arguably one of the hardest bosses for most runners. Because there's so many different variants and strats.
Yeah, lots can go wrong with that golem. Inconsistent too sometimes. Nobody likes that golem, even if you do the strats or not. Hits 1 and 2 are looking pretty clean now. Pippi climbing up with jumps rather than taking the bounce up his back. A little safer, a little slower.
As long as it's
let's
done
try
correctly, you can
here.
save a minute. No!
Oof. Egg Golem's punches do affect the platforms in the back, as you can see. It's always a good idea to wait until he's done punching so you can get a clean climb there. Unfortunate. Zethor going for snake skip again, despite game overing on it. See if he can get the salty run back, and does not.
It seems that he's not taking enough time to get his camera the way that he needs it.
Yeah, taking your time on the skip is very important if you don't have everything set up. As you could tell right there, you definitely need to be set up for that skip. And 110 egg golem for Pippi, not bad.
Not bad at all for a casual strat. And I do believe... Looks like Zethor gets snake skip, and I believe we won't be seeing Bofa from Pippi.
What's up?
I could
Yeah,
be wrong.
I believe old EE. Zethor approaching the end. Good super bounce there. That could be a tough one.
He's still gonna go for the loop speed. What does he do? Does he make it? He actually makes it this time. Let's go, Zethor. He did not want to get anything higher than a 142. And here we go.
Props to Zethor for going for all those strats, even though he messed them up a few times. Just getting them on the run back. Props to him for being persistent with that. Not sure if it was his smartest play, but at least he was persistent, didn't give up. Finished from 142, not a bad time.
Oh, we have the ping off the bat for Zethor. 3 container brothers, you love to see it.
Love to see it, and looks like he makes the same mistake as Pippi, not grabbing the upgrade here. Yeah. Golden Goddess piece 2. This is confirmed.
That's guaranteed blue.
Rune. Yep. I'm not sure if he knows it, because it is a 50-50 piece 1, but it's always blue piece 2. Looks like he does know it. Very nice.
While Pippi are showcasing what some of the space stages actually look like. You don't get to see it too often.
For sure, yeah. Ooh! That's an unfortunate death there. Yeah, it's just Skipples E is very scary. Lots of places you can die. Lots of enemies that can hit you. There's a reason why a lot of runners opt to not do EE skip and go right to Bofa. It's just a tough stage. Floating between the flames, that does not take it. A little questionable there. You can get something better here. Gorilla's Chase. That is definitely not
First
better.
try clip out. You'll love to see it because EE skip, as far as I know, is actually just kind of random.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent with the clip outs actually. EE skip. And the float here is very easy. Probably the only real advantage of this to Bofa is the float is much easier to actually see the goal ring.
It's looking like I am mistaken on the randomness of EE skip. It is actually much more consistent than I realized. I see. Outdated information, fellas.
125 here from Zethor. Probably the wrong decision to die floating between the flames. It's not an awful piece from where he was, and getting Gorilla's Chase definitely does not help.
I did it!
As Pippi falls on the gold ring, very nice. 224. Not a bad time with full DE.
You'll love to see it, folks.
I gotta do better next
We'll see if
time.
Zethor could do first try KBB. Not sure if he plays this boss a ton. Because he doesn't do a lot here in story runs. Very difficult boss, if you don't practice it a lot.
They're kind of teasing Boom Boo there, but doesn't opt for cat boost. Dangerous liquid. Ooh, he's not gonna take it. Doesn't want to gamble.
Yeah, smart in a race setting. I normally take the risk, but he does not want to. Not a bad idea. And ooh, Zethor hitting Boom Boo too far on his on the left there, causing him to move in the other direction. You hate to see it. Highest rotating beacon here, Pippi. Very nice piece too. Everyone loves this piece. Good reason.
Zethor not opting to reset Boom Boo. Ooh.
Yeah, it's safer to not reset because you only need to get one hit now as opposed to first try on the reset. But it is for sure slower as he throws like, was it like 8 fireballs here? It's terrible.
Something like that. Twice
Not
the amount.
bad set from Pippi.
It's closer.
Mid, top, bottom, not horrible.
I found him.
Highest rotating beacon definitely helps. Not a bad piece one either. He'll take a 48.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I believe Pippi might be on PB pace. I'm not too sure. Hard to say at this point.
With just, let's see, 3 bosses, 2 stages. I believe so. His PB, I believe, is a mid 33 about.
That's a good one. Your Emma. Talking to you is
Yeah,
wasting
but I
time.
mean, this is all but guaranteed. Lots of splits
He's-
coming up that can end this run.
Easily on PB pace. I forgot because I wasn't sure if his PB was a 30 or 33. Ooh, and Zethor one.
Jumping on Egg Golem's back as he's punching and the platforms are moving. Very interesting there. You can tell why that doesn't work a lot.
I wonder if the mouse is going to help him fight the boss.
Oh, and a little bit of Rouge trouble, but that's a good backup there. If the bottom opens, it can get very annoying trying to locate Rouge and hit her, but 24, not bad. Zethor having a tough time hitting Egg Golem here. Again, a boss I don't think he plays a lot. It's a tough boss if you don't practice it, similar to KBB. Good start to Crazy Guy Jr. from Pippi. He'll take a 16 glass break. That's not bad.
I believe Pippi goes for a puzzle room skip.
Yes, he opts to do skipless, puzzle room skip. Yeah, I believe Zethor actually does do CGSS. And nice. Alright, he cleans up Egg Golem. Not terrible. I'm 24 though, it's not great. But he will save time on Pippi's Eternal Engine because I do believe Zethor does do Bofa. This has been a pretty clean skip list from Pippi so far. This jump here could be a little scary. Light dash doesn't work, you bounce down into the abyss. You hate to see it.
That's why you have to line yourself up with that rail and just pray to RNGesus.
Oh
Pray to the
yeah,
Pixel gods. Pray to the Pixel gods that you've lined everything up.
nothing's a bigger relief than getting the bounce there, but landing on the rail at the bottom.
I think I
nice
saw that
light
happen for you
dash.
during the tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it did. Boy, was it scary.
Maybe during our race?
It was either our race or mine if I No first try both from Zethor, very unfortunate. But as I was saying, Pippi with the light dash out of B2, that is something I told him to do about 30 minutes ago. A little bit before the run started. Maybe a little 30 minutes ago, like maybe an hour ago. A
Going
little
for
bit before
both,
the
but
run.
quitting out for lives. Ooh, that's gonna cost him some extra time.
Ooh, this is why you always keep an eye on your lives when you're doing the skip. You always want to have more than... You want to have at least one so you can get a second try attempt. And ideally more if you fail second try.
Ooh, Pippi getting attacked by the enemies twice here as he tries to come up on this last little portion before the puzzle room.
Yeah, those kills on the Artificial Chaos can be a little difficult. Clean though, he doesn't miss the switch. It's very easy to do that.
Zethor with almost 0 HP, but misses first try both and takes the death. Pippi with a clean super bounce.
Yeah, nice. Good puzzle room skip, and was that 231?
I
Not
believe
a terrible
so.
time.
Yeah, not terrible at all.
Zethor with another missed attempt at Bofa.
Just
Again, a
wait.
skip I don't think he performs a lot. Don't think he practices Eternal Engine a good amount. It's not a great IL. And he's opted to back up really far after doing the skip. This could help him with his angle, but I mean, looks like he's jumping a little late to me.
Yeah, I find the further I go back, the more opportunity I have to mess up my angle, so that's why I only go past that little first square on the floor, jump, turn around, and go right through the window.
Yeah, I go to where about those little orbs that explode are.
And he clips out as Pippi struggles a little bit with Eggman 2 here.
Yeah, playing it very safe, trying to really get bullets.
He's got to pop pause over or something. He's round. Oh, that was so close.
Wow.
And he pulls it, and he pulls it off. Oof.
Very treacherous there from Pippi. That could have went wrong. I've never seen someone just run around the laser. Not it's usually the pause over you'll see over it, but yeah, very nice job avoiding that.
I believe we'll be seeing a bounceless final rush skip from Pippi.
Correct, I do think so. A lot of you guys know my opinion on bounceless, pretty cringe, but it only loses a few seconds. A few seconds for Pippi is not a lot. I don't think he really cares about that. It's not in his best interest to learn a whole new way of doing a skip. Zethor clips back into the stage. The safe thing to do instead of landing on the goal ring, because you could always miss it. Here, clipping back in the stage, you can never miss the goal ring.
Although, if you do clip into the stage and you don't hover when you fall to the bottom, you can fall through.
Yeah, and if you're not wary of where you are, you could land and get locked onto that platform there and lose a few seconds. Pippi looks good here at FR skip. You could always do the pause hover too, get a little extra distance. Might not be necessary, but it's looking good. This is very much PB pace here for Pippi. Depending on Shadow 2, of course. Very tough boss, especially if you're in a race scenario. Very nerve-wracking. Easy to mess up. I, for one, have not... I think I got like my first 16 in a run today. It is... yeah, it's very easy to mess up.
It looks like he's going to get it. Takes a really wide route. Kind of had me scared there for a moment, but will land it as he's entering his final split. This is definitely PB pace for Pippi.
Yeah, for sure. Good piece 1 here from Zethor. And piece 2. Wow, you like to see these two.
No problem.
He's going for some... what?
Looks like he thinks it's twin stars instead of under a star. Yeah, that hint 2 is definitely going to tell him he messed up. This is a top piece. Very good top piece. Not what he wants to see. Ooh. See when he goes down.
Cryptic is mauling right now.
Good first and second hit. Third is good.
Ooh, bounce.
No! You hit it. Pippi, no! Not like this, please. Pippi, come on.
Next to mini steel beam for Zethor. Ooh, misses the third hit. Slow on that one. Ooh.
Backing up there is very tough. Getting the back up after you miss the first couple of hits, it's always different every time. I swear, it's pretty inconsistent after the first, after messing up.
Ooh. One more hit.
Come on, Pippi.
Oh, bounce.
No. Run forward. You got this. Come on. And
he's out with a 33-17. Is that a PB?
I'm not sure. I know he has a 33. I'm not sure. But GG's to him. Big win here in the race.
Absolutely. GG to Pippi. Regardless of whether it's a PB or not, you still played within such a short amount of time of it.
Yeah, for sure. This is very close. This was in the same minute as PB. Within seconds of it, for sure. I mean, that's definitely what you can't argue with that in a race, and game off a win also.
That's how you want to play. I will take it from you.
Zethor getting the deadly kick from Rouge. You hate to see it. It's pretty random when that happens. It's very annoying. Ooh, bottom's opening here. This could be tough for Zethor to try to locate Rouge. The camera does not do you any favors in this fight. A lot of times restarting here is the play. Just reset the fight. But he does have one hit left, so I can see why he wants to continue it, but he's having no help here trying to find Rouge. He looks like he's found her, but okay, the hit here is a little awkward as they're both floating. Come on, Zethor, you can do it. Oh god.
This can't be true. I never lose.
All right. My emerald.
And finally, there we go. 57. Zethor loading in the crazy guys here. I would expect a CGSS attempt. I'm not sure how many lives he has, but I definitely can see him going for CGSS. and he has 0 lives and is opting to not exit for them. I'm not sure if he knows he has 0 lives. Something to definitely keep an eye on in a race setting for sure, and just in any run going into Crazy Gadget.
I'm getting confirmation that Pippi played within 5 seconds of his PB, so he definitely deserves those GGs in chat, everybody. He played very well today.
Yeah, within 5 seconds PB, that's great.
Zethor
Can't argue
missing the
that.
checkpoint and going for skipless, I assume.
Oh, skipless. Wow, looks like we'll see 2 skipless runs. Very nice. Zethor is one I actually do know has been doing this IL recently. I'd like to say I put him on it, but it's been pretty common recently. Like a lot of runners in that safety community to play this IL. 51 check is very good.
Might be a safer strat to homing attack into the rings, because I don't think you can bounce after a homing attack.
Yes, that was very safe. Homing attack canceled ensures you will not bounce after doing that. Very clean bounce excel there after the light dash. Some great movement leading up to the upgrade here. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a sub 2 here, or maybe like a 155 or something. This is very good pace. Ooh, that jump right there is a little tricky. The camera change is a little annoying there, and yeah, it's easy to get caught. This looks to be pretty good skipless pace though, especially considering he had to grab the upgrade, which loses about maybe 3-4 seconds over an IL attempt. Spin dash jump, hits the switch, gets light shoes here, like speed shoes. This could potentially mess you up going for the light dash and the puzzle skip, but it does not mess him up. Too flat, very good skipless time, especially story style. I'm sure he's happy with that one.
Just made it.
Here for Eggman, another boss I don't think Zethor plays a whole ton. Definitely a difficult boss. I mean, right at the end of the run, it's tough. Zethor opting to shoot to his right immediately. Interesting strat. Getting the pulse over the laser, very safe. He still gets hit by it, but it looks like he is good. One more hit needed here. Eggman keeps dodging his bullets, and there we go, 23. Making it out of depth is a definite W. Looks like I believe Pippi is going to practice Shadow 2 as he's in VC of Savick right now, and he's on stream, and Savick offered to help him in chat, so we might get some of that if he forgets to end his stream. Pretty clean movement here from Zethor. I believe he does get a bounce variant of FR skip, or
Is it fast FR? I doubt he did fast FR. I think we're going to see a skipless FR.
He has hit fast FR before. He does have an IL over it.
He's going for fast FR.
Or ooh,
Was that the first fast FR attempt of the tournament?
I think it might be. That'd be pretty cool if Zethor was forced to go for it again. It'd be pretty cool if he got our first fast FR of the tournament. I do know it did happen last tournament. I believe SMD hit it. Let's see if Zethor can do it. This would be really sick.
Ooh.
Very inconsistent skip, as most runners opt to not go for it. He's at 0 lives right now. Don't think we'll be seeing that attempt as he jumps off the rail. Bounce far. Very flat angle. We'll see if he goes for fastball here. Judging by his flat angle, it seems pretty likely.
As much as there only seems to be a couple of variants that people go for, there's dozens almost of variants of ways you can get to the goal ring through secured gravity and other ways.
Yeah, you gotta love the open-ended nature here of the final rush. Whether you're playing the game casually, there's all the rails, and then in speedruns, there's so many ways you can do the skip. Either bounceless, fastball, fast FR, regular bounce FR. Like, there's so many ways you can do the skip.
Very interesting on-bar video that I watched, where it's done like at least a dozen different ways. and some of these just look very insane.
Looks like Zethor's a little low, but he should definitely make it. He's got a good enough height. If he stays in bounds here, he will avoid being dragged down by... And very nice. 130.
Yes.
I believe this could be PB pace from Zethor.
He doesn't have a submitted time to the leaderboards.
I do know he has posted his PBs in the Hero Story channel. Check real quick.
Before this is over, I'll show you the true
Oh no, this is not PB pace.
What is his hero PB?
He's a 36. Ooh, oh, that's a game over too. Very unfortunate.
Well, at least he's already made it to Shadow 2. He doesn't have much more to get through.
Yeah.
Before this is over, I'll show you the true power of chaos control.
Good first hit there. Second on track. Third. Fourth. And GG's Zethor. Nice 16 to end it.
Shadow. Absolutely. GG Zethor.
Huge GG's. In the chat right now in Tournament Voiceless said this run was really bad, but I'll finish. That's props to him for finishing that. It's great to see. So far this tournament, I believe we have no DNFs, so very nice.
Sonic,
Happy for him for not
I did
giving
it.
up on this run.
Absolutely. Phenomenal showcase from both performers, from both runners, and very interesting to see him attempt at fast and far, as well as all the other strats that we saw today. PB, yeah, within 5 seconds of PB for Pippi, and just an overall appearance from Zethor. Very good surprise to everybody.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him more this tournament. And a huge win for Pippi here, keeping him alive and keeping his chances to make bracket very hopeful.
Absolutely.
I'd say without the Pyramid Cave mishaps, this could definitely be a PB for Zethor. Yeah, we'll see if we want to interview. Oh, Pippi, it looks like Pippi wants to interview. Maybe we could drag him in here.
Hello, Pippi. How you doing?
Hi, Liam. Hi, Mikey. I'm doing okay. How are you guys doing?
Big GG, man. Congrats on your first win this tournament.
It was very exciting to win. That was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I did not PB. I was off by 6 seconds, but you know, it happens.
It does happen, absolutely.
But also, I need to learn the backup in Shadow too. I've been told by Savick he's going to grind it into me. And I realized I had pretty average Knuckles that run. So a run with good Knuckles would be probably a free PB, is the way I see it.
Yeah, lots of time saved for your next run for sure. And playing within 5 seconds of your PB is something you cannot be disappointed with at all in a tournament.
Yeah, all my tourney runs have, other than my first one, been pretty close within my PB, which just shows me I need a new PB.
Now, it shows you that you're consistent. That's good. That's something that you definitely want for a tournament. And it's nice to know that you actually, with this win, this keeps your bracket hopes alive for sure.
Yes, that is. Although I think I would have to win against Wagers. Is that correct? Or
Absolutely.
Yep. Any given day.
The last matchup.
Any given day, Pippi. I would not give up on that at all.
Wagers
But,
trying to free Savick says in the chat. We'll see. Depends what
sure
pieces
Savick-
he gets.
I'm sure Savick will be able to help you get to a point where you feel confident enough to take on Wagers and come out the victor.
Yeah, I'm sure Savick already told you, but the second Shadow bounces up like that, you bounce and you hit him. You just keep bouncing.
Yeah,
the
I
second you bounce off of
tried
him.
to do it, and I understand that I did it incorrectly, but that was what led me to that light dash that had me fling off the stage, which killed me.
Yeah, you hate to see the light dash.
So F light dash. Remember that.
So huge GGs. Thanks for coming on for the interview.
No problem. Thank you guys for commentating me. And I
was a
guess
pleasure.
now see you tomorrow.
Oh,
Bye.
also, good job putting in the light dash in Crazy Gadget.
Oh yeah, did you see it kind of messed me up a little in that hallway because I was a little unprepared for the speed I have, but I did. I'm sure with like more than one time of practicing it, I'll get it a bit closer. But thank you for teaching me that.
No problem, man. I was still definitely faster. Good
No,
job.
for sure. All right.
Good. Looks like we're going to be ending stream soon. Not sure who we're going to be rating.
I don't know either. Excited.
It'll be an exciting time indeed, but I do know that as far as raid permissions go, that all comes down to Shane. But everyone, great job here today, rounding out another closing day to the tournament. We saw some exciting stuff today here, folks. As we gear up for another day of tournaments tomorrow, first matchup that we have on the bracket so far is 1 p.m. Zane versus Dwarf, Group G. Deuce and Papa Bear will be commentating.